Hey guys, welcome to Where's Babs? This is Barbara Talisman. So glad you joined me. Today we're going to talk about house sitting. I get a lot of questions about it, and so I'm going to take a couple minutes and answer them. This route that I'm on now in Northern California, I started in May. It's now July, August, and I've been house sitting now straight through with only a few days of breaks in between, which is where I get a hotel room. The first question I get is, what do house sitters do? Well, mostly we take care of a host's pets, and the pets can be dogs and cats in a city or an urban location. If you're interested in doing rural, you can find farms with dogs, cats, horses, goats, all sorts of animals. But most of the time we take care of pets. One, that's the priority. And number two is the house. So we are living in someone's house, following the instructions that they have to take care of their pets and caring for their home as well. So that is what we do in a nutshell. The big question I always get to is, are we paid? On the Trusted House Sitter app, which I've talked about in another video, the Trusted House Sitter app verifies the homeowner and the house sitter to make sure we are who we say we are. And the agreement is that it's a barter system. No money is exchanged. You cannot ask for payment for when you're on the app and you've agreed to a sit through the Trusted House Sitter app. There are a couple of other house sitting apps that I'll talk about in another video. And the link to Trusted House Sitter is down below in the description. What is the etiquette about house sitting? Well, this has become a big topic on the forums about house sitting. And one of the big ones is cleanliness. And it appears that we have different viewpoints on what a clean house is when we arrive and what it is when we leave. So the etiquette for me is I expect a house to be clean, bathrooms and kitchens especially. I am not a neatnik, so I do not need every little bit of dog hair and dust taken away, but I don't expect to see it all over the countertops or the bedside tables. On the other hand, in the forum, I have read about hosts who have left spring cleaning lists for us house sitters, and we do not do that. So I typically leave the place in better shape than I found it. Other hosts also have their regular cleaning service come before you arrive, after you leave, and if it's a long house sit, they may have them coming in between on their regular every other week. So the etiquette around cleaning is one thing. The other etiquette is about what's in the pantry and what's in the refrigerator. So can you eat those things, and do you need to replace them? And those are really a conversation you should have with the host before you leave. So they may leave things in the refrigerator that are perishable. So they say, absolutely, eat anything in there and don't bother replacing it. Others, they might say, no, I don't really want you going through the wine bar. Or if you take all the yogurt out of the kitchen, out of the fridge, make sure that you replace it. Those are really conversations. But the etiquette is that if they say it's fine in the fridge, it's fine. The pantry, I would say you replace whatever you eat. Is house sitting worth it? I said, well, that depends on your personality type. If you don't mind living and sleeping and being in someone else's home and taking care of someone else's pets, then it's probably fine for you. If you need your own pillows and your own mattress and your own kind of kitchen or whatever makes you comfortable, then it may not be worth it to you. If you're finding value in the information I'm giving you, please subscribe and like. I am celebrating 2 years on the road as a solo nomad and a slow mad, which means that I travel for 2 places for months at a time. I'm not moving every week or every day. So for me, this saves my accommodation overhead in hotels. And to me, it's absolutely worth it. Are all of them perfect? No, but I also don't think the world is perfect. So to me, it's a wonderful opportunity for me to see different parts of the country and stay for a while and get to know the community and enjoy what's around and do day trips, as well as watch some furry friends. I feel like I'm sort of an auntie, where you get to have all the fun with the pets and none of the hassle of vets and the cost. What happens if you're house sitting and something happens with the pet? House sits come with a complete list. They have a welcome guide and tells you who the vet is, where the emergency vet is, obviously what their contact information is as a host for sure, and then what the process might be. Fortunately, knock on wood, I have not had one pet incident that needed a required visit to the vet. Those are my tips for House Sitting 101. I highly encourage it. Trusted House Sitter app link and some others are in the description below. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.